It's nice I can talk Dutch with this guy. I don't have to translate. Here we have him.
Hey, hey.
Hey, long time no
Hello.
talk. Haven't seen you in a bit.
Hello, Raghna, welcome to the stream. Oh, we have more
Yes.
people coming
Yeah.
in. Nice.
No, it was just me. I needed to rejoin from my headset. Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing just fine, thank you very much. How are you feeling?
Yeah, good. Enjoyed the games. We had fun playing our games. I don't know.
I had fun
the other
watching them.
games.
I had a lot
Yeah.
of fun watching them, man. Yeah, it was quite impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, one of the downsides is that when you play, you can't watch all the other games because there
And
was like
cast
a
them as
lot
well,
of
right? I think we
yeah.
would have
There's
like a bunch of I would happily cast as well, especially with you, Rag, as well.
a lot of like really good matches and that I'm excited to watch the replays of. But so yeah, now it's 1-0 for DBS, huh?
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
comeback.
interesting Gecko play, right? With the skimmer stole
Yeah.
the mixes, but Chisaro got the boom geo done by the nick of the time, and yeah. Let's see the Angels.
Yeah, the Jaguars are so good on Gecko early on.
Yeah, they had so many bulls. The bulls were kind of deciding.
Yeah.
It looks like Pro was just like a little bit behind on the bulls, and they just snowballed.
Yeah, that early push from Chisato in the middle was also pretty painful, I think. See him
And
that
just
close to
annoying,
your
yeah.
front base and being annoying as hell.
Yeah. On this game, Teddy's being a battery by the looks of it. Gonna make some AA. That skips lab completely, so I think he's gonna go and boost Narnik for a really quick T2 lab. Similar stuff almost happening to the other side, but it looks like they don't even get to those 3 mixes there.
So Ragnar, I was watching you earlier. I hope you don't mind me asking you. And I was also a little bit comparing you to Chisato, also somebody who is really good in this game. And I think it was quite impressive to see the level of zoomed out and zoomed inness. And that was big difference. You know, I was watching you. I was switching over to Chisato, and then I was watching to a third person. It seems like every player has a certain feel for it or a zoomed out level. Is that something going in the right direction, or am I just crazy?
No, absolutely. I mean, I think this is something I believe very strongly with Bar is that one of the coolest thing is that it allows kind of like your personality to shine through it and your personal preferences and so on.
Yeah.
It's really funny. I have something to add. Both of them have the same thing. Why they zoom in and out all the time is because they don't use minimap, both the Chisato and Raghna.
Yeah, I always remove the minimap.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
It's just like...
Oh really? You
I
just
think
get rid of
because
okay.
you can zoom so fast, so you can have the minimap in your front display just by a very quick.
Just zooming out, yeah.
Do you use middle finger for the mouse roll, right? Right?
Yeah.
How do you even? You have to the middle finger. Right?
Actually,
You have like 3 fingers.
No,
There's
no.
the bar claw, right?
But now that you mention it, my finger is a bit sore. Actually, I didn't realize that.
I can imagine.
I'm thinking about it now.
Yeah, you're playing for quite a while as well. Huh? It's hours on end. It's not only playing a game.
It was short-ish to be fair. But...
Yeah, last season it was worse. Yeah, that's true. That's true. We were going after 12, maybe. Whoa.
Casual 6 hours is nothing.
Nothing for these guys. But yeah, but still, I can imagine your if you've been clicking 6 hours or whatever, been concentrating. It's something that I wanted to bring forward earlier, Blight. It's maybe a little bit personal. I hope you don't mind. But LSR, you know, a few days ago we had a game, one to another, right? Right?
Oh yeah, the one where you squeezed me with Screwish, I remember that.
Yeah. It was the first time that I was playing the game, and well, something that happened to me was that after 30 or 40-minute game, I think, or 20 minutes, I don't know how long it was, I noticed that I was, my face was wet. And I was, what the fuck? And apparently, during those 20 or 25 minutes, my brain completely shut down, was focusing so hard on the game that I stopped blinking, and I was bawling my eyes out after 30 minutes. And I was, what the hell is happening? What? Huh? I don't know if something happened like that to you guys, but it's one of those things. A bar game can suck you in and can capture you that much that you actually forget to blink.
Bar is really engaging game, to be fair. I don't know how time passes.
Yeah.
You start playing, it just consumes you. Like it's like you feel like you're doing actions. It isn't boring. There is no any moments, right? Sometimes with like Giga late game where you have nothing, that's the only time I feel like, oh, I have nothing to do. But other than that, bar keeps you in all the time, like hooked.
And that's what I like about bar, I guess, is that it really grabs your attention and you can like drown yourself a little bit and you forget about everything.
Timers, no nothing, right? You don't have to wait for guys to play out some round. You just like play all the time, right? If you have.
And there's always something you can do because the way that the units shoot while moving, which is not unique but rare in these RTS games, it means that you can always micro them more. I mean, even if the impact is not always super high, you can constantly micro, which I think is a huge difference with a lot of the other RTSs.
Yeah.
But to come back a little bit on what you were saying before, I do see a lot of like personality shining through. And I do think some players just naturally prefer like a macro play, or some people naturally prefer like a micro-oriented play, and I think that's super interesting that you can see people a bit their personality through the game. I find that fascinating.
So Barb is really good for like accessibility, right? You're able to tune the things that way you want, put all the keys, right? A lot of games is kind of lacking that department. I always like that you can kind of set the icons the correct size so you see these things, right? And you feel like you're really in the control of the units.
Yeah, you can
customize. It's only the user is stupid. If something doesn't work for you in Bar, it's the user generally.
It is the user that can't find what the exact setting is in all of this. It's good that they made a filter down here because you kind of really need it with all of this.
War games, and it was like you don't have the custom formation, so you have to like click a shift, click a lot in order to force the unit to not go on the road but go through the things, and it's just like annoying. You feel like you're like babysitting the units, right? You have to do like a lot of useless stuff to make sure that you have the control. And Bar, you just do.
The quality of life is amazing.
Formation, right? And there's the selectors, right? You can select certain units and you can tune this to the way that, you know...
Yeah, the quality of life is actually so good that high APM is not that needed, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, for casual pump play, for sure, yeah.
Of course, it's quite impressive, though. I have mentioned this a few times. Yesterday we had Chisato in here as well, and I was saying to him, sometimes I'm watching you, and I'm thinking to myself, 200 APM, more than 200 APM for 40 minutes straight. Honestly, I cannot do that. I am physically incapable of giving 260 whatever orders a second. So yeah, to me, that kind of level is weird and
I think it's a combination of two things.
Sometimes.
I think it's a combination of two things. One is practice, a lot of practice. Actually, in the case of Chisato, it's like more practice than anyone else. I think he's one of the most active players in the game. And then it's also a mindset. Like you need to have this mindset of like, okay, I'm gonna like try hard my best, and then every game you see, oh, what did I do wrong? What could I do better? And then you can really have this like very like aggressive mindset in a way of like, I'm gonna try to do the absolute
when you
best.
don't need to think anymore. That's when you like scale with 8 PM, right?
Yeah.
If you don't need to think about and you just like execute all the time, because like most players will find themselves, you play a new game, it's Chisato never gonna have like 200. Like he could click around a lot, but you know, you need to get in the habit. Okay, I need to do next. You're already thinking about what doing next, and you just like your hands just.
Yeah, it's a lot like chess playing in that sense, right? Yeah. Thinking ahead or what is the next.
There's a big thing about chess where you play with like low timers or fast timers, and then if you play with the fast chess, when there's very low timers, you need to
quickly do
play
your
reflexively.
move.
Yeah.
All right. Seaplanes going out soon from.
By the way, the game is going on here. Angel's Crossing.
Yeah, it's the final, everybody. If you don't know the voices, by the way, this is LSR and Raghna. Raghna and both of them are on the BARCODE team. They have gained the 3rd place. Congratulations, by the way. I haven't told you guys, but still, it's quite a good end result. Um,
Don't
I
make
don't
teams
know
in
actually,
this,
LSR.
game.
How is it going to be about the money? Is the 1500 going exclusively to the first place, or could you explain a little bit about how the prize pool is going?
It's half, half, half first, right? It's the same as last season, except we don't have slots. They right now they're playing for this, like with the third place and the second place, right? It's 600 first, so 50%, and then it's 150 bucks lower, like lower, right? So second
Okay,
place for 50, 300, and 150.
Nice, nice,
So that's the
nice.
split. So it's not that top heavy.
No, it's still nice. These guys are playing a game. They're enjoying themselves with friends. I'm sure they are. Well, I was saying that, or like trying to hype the moment a little bit, imagining what you guys were feeling at the moment. But I can, you can see that timer going down at the beginning of a match. Doesn't that cause your blood to start pumping? I know you have thousands of hours in this game, but still, doesn't like make you breathe a little bit heavier and like, I don't know. Do you have something like that in the
Nothing you
beginning?
can do much.
Ah,
I
okay,
mean, if
okay.
you practice, then you know what you're gonna do. Then there's no worry, right? It's about.
Okay.
I
Okay.
didn't feel this tournament that much. I think.
So
Yeah.
very interestingly, South here, the DBS team went heavily on the seaplanes. They haven't found a use of their seaplanes
None
just
yet,
yet.
no.
They've been countered by fighters, so it's pretty heavy investment. But that being said, they're a bit faster on the eco, so they have more energy per second and metal per second than the pro team. So they seem slightly ahead, actually.
Yep.
But it's very, very tight at the moment.
Well, metal produced overall seems very similar with slight favor with the metal, and also would boil down to whoever like did this.
And all the stats are very, very even.
Chisato's getting some ticks actually pushed in, being really annoying.
Yeah.
And skirmishers from Teddy, the hounds will be able to like kind of kill all this frontline AA.
The
and,
pork is going down, yeah. And two commanders
There's
from
some
high
bad
gain
boys though
now.
coming in.
Yeah, for responding with Padva, just as I wanted to say.
And the air,
That
a little bit
Gunships are
scary
good
there
at
as well.
killing, keeping spiders to the correct side of the map as well. But on the
Okay.
other side, they're still trying to find some value.
Yeah, they're retreating. High gain has to go back. He has lost already one
bad boys on
commander.
the front, so that stopped the push quite heavily. They're nicely targeting the hounds as well, so they shouldn't be targeting the ticks too much.
I would say Randy said looks a little bit scaling a little bit better, although maybe I don't know, hard to tell on the mixes. I think that Chisato is doing the side mixes. You have to remember these mixes Chisato is doing on the side. Those are the big mixes there on like a tiny little island. Those are really, really important for the boost. As you can see, Chisato pinging them for the LDM to help boost them. Those are 2.6s, so they are bigger than regular middle ones.
Yeah, something I noticed that well, maybe because I don't play this map enough, but yeah, there's quite a difference on the metal level. Usually there's like a few rich ones and all the other spawns are the same. But this one, no, it's like 3 or 4 different values.
Yeah, and the middle is really, really juicy with the 5.3 there.
Juno has come out, so it's killing the ticks. That's very important. The Juno, the anti-scouts building. So that should stop a lot of the stick spam.
Yeah. Excellent counter there, yeah. It's heating up though.
Pro has been able to mix in one fusion. Yeah, and DBS team is able to get the boom geo on a little island there. Pro has not upgraded that specific geo, so some metal efficiency more for the DBS team right now.
And also a bit of a danger there for a big boom boom boom, like you explained earlier. I was kind of asking him earlier, Raghna, what the hell is a boom geo? And he's the big geo that goes boom boom. Ah, okay.
The one that goes boom.
Pretty stupid. I felt pretty stupid at that moment, but okay. Yeah.
Well, boom is also the slang for booming, right? From Age of Empires. It means,
we're going fast.
Really
there's another reference. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's booming, right? Booming means just hard eco, right? It's just like you're booming, your whole economy is booming.
Okay, I see.
There's a double meaning.
Alright. Middle is still back and forth, not really.
Well, the spider counterattack is pushing Daywalker. He might not be able to hold those mixes.
But,
Yeah, but the
Pro
air
has a bigger army in
difference.
mid, but can they use it to their advantage?
Yeah, and the air difference is also being pretty prominent, huh?
Yeah.
Mighty sheep
And
in
they're
the
making
side.
bombers. They're
Yeah.
making bombers, so
And they're going in.
yeah, eco's still even.
They're sending in radar planes right now, so he's scouting out. I think
Yeah.
Mighty Sheep is up to something.
Lots of AA though
Yeah.
on the
Oh,
west
those
side.
are the dam buster planes. I don't know the arm bombers. Are they
Daywalker
good?
in a bit of an issue here, but he seems to manage
Yeah,
it.
the seaplanes manage it. And interestingly, they did scout the platypus, so they should be able to defend this platypus rush.
Yeah, hopefully. Which team are you guys personally rooting for, I wonder?
I think Pro. Pro has been never made money, right? So actually, really amazing to see them. Even
Okay.
though it's a little bit of
Are
a
you sure?
sister team.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Well, maybe in 1v1s they haven't won team tournaments, right? They busted the last one. They didn't get.
And they didn't get third either?
No. They got like
No.
fifth or something.
No, last season
Oh,
either. I
yeah.
was looking earlier and it was
We got
Milf
we split with AFF, right?
on second.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Pro is a super good team, and I think they did a very good recruitment with X Factor Live to really boost
because-
their late game.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And they've been cooking for a while. I've seen them every evening, just being in
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, and you felt that
actually
on a
try-
personal level, I think, Raghna, yesterday. X Factor Live was being really annoying when you were playing the largest naval map in this one. Failed negotiations, I think.
Oh
And,
yeah,
um,
I don't. Yeah.
And in the end, he built actually a Ragnar and nuked you down. That was quite impressive. But before that, he was using Marauders to keep, basically you down. That was his tactic, I noticed. It was just not let Ragnar cook, I think. And he managed, he pulled it off. He actually pulled it off.
So a lot of this air gets wasted on these platypus that have AA. So
Chisada is feeling confident to go Aphis. Randy's also having like his first Aphis 50% done.
Yeah, more platypus going to Mighty Sheep to defend that encroaching
they're
there.
gonna get D-guns.
Most of them. 3,
Oh,
4,
very good.
Radar-
5.
Radar is
Yeah.
important, guys.
Oh,
the
it's
Aphis?
30.
The,
And then the Boom Geo?
the Boom Jail.
Oh,
Oh!
Oh, you see
that's why it's called
all the
Boom Geo.
BP chained and they lost all the. That's the
Yeah.
backwards.
Painful.
They tried to eat it, but yeah, it's
Painful.
He actually killed the Sea Lab too.
Yeah, the C Lab and like 12 plus nanos, so that's devastating. They don't have air
That's
presence,
big, yeah.
right? And actually, you can see Florio has been stacking bombers right now as well, so they want to go on the counter attack. Gonna take
And
into
that could be huge.
gunships.
That could be huge. Yeah.
Yeah, made like he has currently like 6 bombers, but he's really going hard into gunships now.
Mhm.
And
the
Metal
Spider
is
going over
also
the
in
ridge.
pro control.
And now, Energy and Metal is indeed they're winning hard. So it's
Yeah, more.
How the time stands. Let's see if Chisado. You remember we also thought we were gonna do push well. Chisado might make a.
DBS has a lot of metal in the bank that they're not spending actually.
Yeah, they may be planning on something, yeah.
Well, they had the willpower a little bit there, but
Red Thing Commander, so they're back to 5.
Mhm.
They're getting map control.
Mhm. Yeah, I think Mighty Sheep did get a lot of platypus. Maybe he's planning to push a little bit on his side. Usually these games end on not on the center but on the sides. Well, I do believe so, most of the game.
Well, when it gets to this point, I would say it ends with whoever has the highest number of APHIS, right? And Chisado is not to be counted out when it comes to that. So
Yeah.
let's.
He's
let's
starting
see
to
how
cook
the
there in the top left
economy
corner,
goes.
yeah. He's up to 2 almost now. Well, no. The second one
he's
is
able
going
to
now.
zoom in and out, and his biggest skill is he's able to judge the front and balance, his
Mhm.
spending and figure out.
And to
if
know
he
where he
does
has to
need
put
it.
in some more, a little bit of more attention, and over there, yeah. I noticed that just in like 2 or 3 games before, he had 1 or 2 spiders being encroached like all the way in his back line, and he just zoomed out. It was holding his view for like 10 seconds on that, not even zooming in on that little spider, but just zoomed out. Actually, the opposite what I would do to keep that in his view and just give a few orders, and okay, then that was done.
Okay.
Like 3 going up.
The seaplane bombers trying to poke somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
they're going for
yeah.
the Geo, so I think the Geo's dead.
Yeah, they're going for
There's not enough
going for the
AA
Geo.
at all.
There's no AA. There's no AA.
Yeah, so that's minus 1,000 energy. A little bit more, right?
Oh, big
Gets
explosion
some
there in the
DP
middle.
as well, a little bit.
Almost the lap as well. He is healing it up though now, yeah. Yeah. Ooh, that's
West side, they tried for a hard push. They got a lot of map control with the platypus on the west side, right? So, and they're putting the west on.
it's still a lot of
spots,
damage,
yeah.
right? Look at the macro side,
And
it's
not
turning to
even
the blue side now.
Like the X Factor has been able to squeeze out the second Aphis as well right now. So even on the Aphis count, they're even. And Chisato is gonna pivot into T3, see if that helps them win it back.
They're Razorbacks, yeah.
Yeah,
He's moving
they have
it west to
Razorbacks for
protect. Yeah. More
the
platypus
Ems
getting
commander gonna
deganced.
die.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty significant.
Well, it killed a lot of platy, so not that bad.
Yeah, but there's no
two
reinforcing
commanders, right?
platies.
Yeah.
The purple platies are all that they have at the moment. So
Both Teddy and Nanook is in the middle, right? So if Teddy, like they spot
Yeah.
Teddy, they kill Teddy, and then suddenly they're on one commander,
Yeah.
which always makes a game a little bit stressful because you don't know. You have to double up on your AA and stuff.
Yeah, maybe they should start thinking about sending over some scouts, maybe snipe one of those commanders down. We've seen earlier made an attempt by
a push on the west. So they're being pressured on all sides. It seems like their answer is Razorbacks. So one for west, one for east. And then the rest
Evoker's
is
also cracking, knocking down on the door on the side,
Yeah.
and there's not much after. This sticks.
there's a Razorback.
Yeah, but that one
a Razorback.
Razorback is the only thing that like is stopping them. The Evoker might
then-
get pushed back into the sea if he manages to run away.
And Vanguards from mid.
Yeah, Vanguards might get
It's
some
good.
nasty
Vanguards are
angles.
good, but their DPS is quite low, so it's gonna be a very
think
long time before
Pro
those-
has a good handle on this game. They're just gonna focus on Aphis, right? And
Yeah.
there's
no,
nothing
it's-
nothing Chisato can. Chisato hasn't had a breather time to make Aphis, so looking kind of rough for DBS already right now. And Pro getting the medal means they're gonna, you know, reinforce the middle right now and going to the longer eco game.
Yeah. I'm hoping
Also getting their
Continued.
own T3.
I'm hoping it will actually
Continue to
advance
almost
too
everyone.
well into tier 3. I haven't seen many games to go really end stage, right? Like maybe even a Ragnarok. I saw it last week in the qualifier. It was really cool to see the end game. You know, I think it's good content if you see those things firing away at the entire side of the map. So maybe
Let's see
maybe
how
a little
far
bit later.
ahead, how well DBS can defend against the pressure that Pro is putting up, because they're massively ahead. If you look at metal per second, they're at 50% ahead.
Yeah.
Army value still
50
has
now,
an,
yeah, indeed. Close to 50.
Army
Oh, over
value is
50.
Still rather even, right? So, but you know,
Yeah,
Vanguards are gonna do their job slowly, right?
Yeah.
Do these actually outrange the pulsars?
Yeah, they outrange most. Yeah.
No, they don't.
No.
No.
It's really
If they
close
go
now.
to the high grounds, if they
Oh, high ground, yeah, they get a extra range.
Yeah.
I think you can hide behind this little rock now because the laser, like
Maybe,
it has a high firing arc. You know,
but if they go to high ground, they gain range though. So
Yeah, he is doing that right
That
now.
would help.
One back here.
yeah.
Oh,
of
they're
them.
trying to
On
scout
top.
for Geo, but there is no Geo remade so far.
But they fly over a lot of AA, unfortunately. But they are going to get to Chisato's base. There's no.
Oh,
there's a
is
flat,
there,
but it's too
that's
far
actually
away.
15. There's 15 seaplane gunners that we might take
Yeah.
it. Might be just
Yeah,
GG
they
right
will
here.
Yeah,
Yep.
this is GG.
So then,
Yep.
Bye bye BP, bye bye base, and kaboom!
And
Bye bye
bye.
2 Aphises.
Okay. So it's all started with the bombing of the killing of the AGO with the platypus on the west side, killed the air lab of the sea player,
yeah.
and then the sea player was so far behind on fighters that Pro is able to actually just get this critical mass of fighters to be able to bomb those advanced fusions. That was really well played by them.
Yeah, Mighty Sheep
Like a
was
1-2
looking.
punch.
Mighty Sheep
Risky
was.
putting everything in AGO as BARCODE. You could tell here from our games with him.
Yeah, it kind of looked Mighty Sheep was taking the advantage for a moment there in the air, looking really scary, but then he got sent back by that big ass explosion you mentioned then. He's losing his boom geo.
Yeah, I think the
It's fun
energy
to
now
bubble
is
gear.
too big of a difference.
Oh, getting deguns. Yeah, this is very over. So that means a 1-1 for both teams. That's exciting. I saw most games ended with a 2-0, so it's nice to have more of a.
Yeah, the Gecko was the first game the Pro lost actually. And,
Yeah.
disregarding the qualifiers, right?
Yeah.
Did they lose in qualifiers? Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah, they were like fifth. That was really lopsided.
Now we're talking about the qualifiers, right? Weren't you guys surprised about Uwe taking second position?
Yeah.
They did
played
really well,
they
right?
played
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you know what it stands for? I've been trying to listen in on Volshock's streams a little bit.
Is it not just the emoji, like the cute face emoji?
I think so. I don't know, but I heard Volshock say something about UWU is actually an abbreviation for one of the letters being women.
I mean, people always make that.
It was a joke. Oh, okay.
Because
Yeah,
they
just-
don't want to tell Uvu like that thing. They don't want it, so it's United Women's Union or whatever. I don't know. I can tell the register. I have actually that. I have the data. I can tell you what it stands for.
No, but it's like the cartoon emoji face with like
Oh
the
yeah,
mouth.
like the ASCII.
Yeah.
Another question that I was wondering about earlier, I saw and I showed on stream an IDC video about the unfortunate incident with Sheep and DBS getting banned, and you saw in the end of the video. I hope you saw it. It was actually Stardom firing that arrow and reporting ban. Is that any truth to that, or is that just a joke?